Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve, or you can say Spidergate, or whatever you can say. I hope you guys will enjoy this show, and yeah, that will be really great. So today I'm gonna review, or I'm gonna explain the Aquaman issue number 25, Rebirth, obviously. And this is starting from with Science DC Comics, and this review is written by Reggie Hemingway. So yeah, man, Sajid doesn't waste any time, does he? The opening splash is a long shot of glorious Atlantis, looking majestic but a little subdued under the dark magical wing known as the Crown of Thorns. You'll remember that Corum Rath instated this as a defensive measure for Atlantis when he claimed the throne and before Aquaman was killed by Mera. So Corum Rath has been in charge for a few weeks, and Atlantis seems to be okay with the new status quo, except for those living in the lower trades, Atlantis' bad neighborhood, where pockets of resistance and tales of an ethereal guardian angel that just might be Aquaman. But wait, Mark said he retrieved the body himself and buried it somewhere appropriate. Commander Mark wouldn't lie to Corum Rath, would he? He totally would, because Aquaman is right as rain and hanging out with underage rebels in city hovels in the Ninth Tribe. That is awesome, which is like the worst part of the lower tribes. Meanwhile, in Amnesty Bay, Mera has gone catatonic after seeing the love of her life stabbed to death by Mork before being shut off from Atlantis forever. Tula tries to care for her, but Mera does not sleep, she does not eat, and probably stinks to high heaven if she's really just sitting by a window for weeks. In the Ninth Tribe, Aquaman is fighting crime and supporting the rebellion, but from behind the scenes cloaking himself with schools of fish and dark spaces like, as he points out, his buddy Batman. I love the idea of this, but frankly the executions we saw were not all that secretive. I mean, everyone thinks that their savior is a ghost of Aquaman, so he's obviously not being that discreet. He has grown longer hair and a beard, though, so that's something. When Atlantis police, known as the Drift, begin terrorizing some ragtag waves conspiring against Corum Rath, including a mutated girl that slashes one of them, they enact their prerogative to kill all mutated citizens as well as generally be a dick to dissidents. But before they can shoot their laser stuffs or whatever, Aquaman comes barreling in and tosses them all for a loop. Before reinforcement can show up, Arthur tells the white-haired mutated girl to scram with her friends, but she wants to stay with orange shirt. So he reluctantly grabs her and shoots off one way while the rest of her crew scrams in the other direction. At that very moment, Volko contacts Mera using some illegal magic to say that Arthur is alive. She wakes up from her funk and resigns to go get her man. Though she might want to go get a shower first if she's hoping for some nookie. This oversized issue is absolutely gorgeous, save for one splash page that was whatever one notch below gorgeous is, meaning it was still absolutely great. This had the feel of an original graphic novel. The story, however, doesn't really rise to the visual occasion. In this case, it's okay, follows up from the last issue and gives Seiji Campbell opportunities to render underwater neighborhoods and cool looking Atlantean crab people, but the pacing is a little slow and bereft of cataclysmic developments that would warrant this kind of special and spatially priced issue. Still, it's a good deal at $4, even just for the artwork. It's awesome. So bits and pieces, I can say it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, you can say, but Aquaman 25, what I'm gonna say is awesome, because artwork is awesome, storyline is awesome. Storyline is really going great and it's really interesting, and whenever you will start the comic book from the first page, you will stick to the end because story is taking you, grabbing to the end. And I wish, while I was reading, I thought, I'm really honestly saying, I wish that this comic book never stops. Aquaman 25, 26, 27, I should have get it in my hand one after another. This is a back-to-back kind of reading issue, so that must be really interesting. So let's go another review. Let's go read from adventureprotest.com. and this review is from Eric Klein. That will be really cool. I really love, well, I used to do this kind of reviews. So anyway, my only complaint with this issue's art has to do with the inconsistency of detail in panels, foregrounds. In a lot of scenes this isn't a problem. There are a few, however, where certain characters or subjects seem to vary a bit strangely in how they are rendered. There are times when the less detailed style fits very well, but others where it's just a bit too at odds with what surrounds it as a whole. Though the artwork here is beautiful and the characters' expressive faces are particularly noteworthy, narratively this issue is solid. Writer Dan Abnett hits every bit he needs to in terms of giving the reader all necessary background information. The story may have elements that feel familiar, but the actual execution makes up for the slight sense of predictability. Hopefully future issues will further develop the plot threads that show promise. There is much to appreciate here. A lot of attention is paid to the Ninth Triad, a subsetting of Atlantis that I'm already fond of. I also enjoy the scenes that show how various residents of Atlantis struggle with the knowledge that Corum Rath is an oppressive and cruel ruler. Seeing this negative impact makes Rath seem like an actual villain, not just some guy sitting on orange throne until he inevitably gets punched off of it. As I stated previously, my qualms are minor ones. There is some dialogue that feels a bit awkwardly telegraphed, but overall it's cool and it's really understanding. So that's why Aquaman issue number 25 is super cool in my way. And if you are not spending your $4, then you're just wasting your money, because this is the $4 that will make you remember that yeah, you have read it and you have enjoyed this kind of comic book. I really, just now Aquaman from issue number 25, Aquaman became the best Rebirth comic book for me. At least this week, Aquaman 25, it's awesome and it's amazing. What are you gonna say? If you say it's not good, I'm gonna hit the shit out of you. Anyways, I'm just joking. So anyway, I love you all subscribers. So yeah, at the end, what I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna upload this video on my Spider Cartoons channels also, and also in my Steven Copper channel also. So hope you guys will enjoy, all of you. So I'm gonna upload this on both of my channel because I don't want that any of you just miss this issue, because Aquaman 25 is awesome and I am just really anticipating for Aquaman issue number 26 also, and Justice League, that next part where Mera is taking the revenge. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing videos, more amazing shows and more amazing animations, and that would be great. So yeah, there is a big fucking car outside my window. So yeah, thanks for watching and goodbye.